Alright, what's up everyone? Cool Gamer Guy here. So, as you can clearly see from this, today I'm going to be doing a tier list on every Ben10 alien. Now, if you were able to watch the video from January of this year, you remember me mentioning that I was going to try and do this as a video. Well, the day has finally come. Happy April. Let's get this started. Alright, so these are all the aliens right here. This is going to be a long one, so hope you have a snack and a drink to keep you company, because you're going to love this one, especially if people that are a fan of Ben 10. So first, okay. So first we got Heat Blast. Heat Blast is a Pyronite and can control fire. Basically can do anything with fire, including throw fireballs, fly, fire breath. Basically anything with fire, he can do that. So I've always really enjoyed him. We're going to put him in S tier. It's just been a really good alien in the whole show itself. Next is Wild Mutt. As you can see in his picture, he has no eyes. So I think it's kind of a weird alien to have. And I think because of that, we'll put him in B tier. He's not bad. He's just, well, I don't really see how I'd find a use for him. Diamond Head. He can shapeshift any part of his body into anything diamond, like a sword, diamond shards. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's gonna go in S tier as well. Accelerate, it's kind of like a velociraptor with like a face visor, and so he's super fast. He's gonna go in S tier as well, just because I really enjoy him. Gray Matter. He's actually very, very, very small, but he still has his uses, so I guess he can go in B tier. Forearms. Literally has 4 arms. Like, his power is pretty much self-explanatory, and he has super strength because of all that. So he's gonna go in S tier as well. Yeah, he's pretty dope. Dope sauce. Stinkfly. He's good when you need a flyer, but other than that, he smells like crap. He smells like manure. And soda left out in the sun for too long. Yeah, I know that's a weird explanation, but I mean, who really cares at this point? I'll put him in D tier. Ripjaws. He's pretty much a beast, but unlike Forearms, he needs water to survive, so he's not good of an alien either. He's gonna go in D tier as well with Stinkfly. Upgrade, he's alright. Just need to have something near him to upgrade, like an automobile, bench press. Yeah, we'll put him in B tier. Well, actually, no, let's put him in A. Yeah. Ghost Freak. Oh, he scares the crap out of me. I'm neutral around ghosts, but this one just gave me nightmares. He's going in D tier. Cannonbolt. Well, he's just like a massive bowling ball. He can like roll into anything and just crunch it. And it's pretty good to have. Put him in A tier. Wildvine. It's basically just a plant. I think it would be kind of a little bit weird to turn into a plant. So go in D tier. A Spitter. Looks like an abomination. Like, you couldn't see it from the picture. It literally looks like an abomination. Go in C tier. You don't see too much of him. except for like when you see older Ben, but I'm not gonna spoil the whole show for you. So, anyway, Buzzshock, again, you don't see a lot of him, but you do see him in Omniverse, and the same episode that you see Spitter in. So, you can go in A tier. Arctiguana, he's one of those that you don't see a lot either. But he is shown a little bit in Omniverse. He basically shoot like ice out of his mouth and ride on it like he's a surfer dude. You can go in B tier. Why not? B tier, not A. Blitzwolfer or Ben Wolf, whichever one you want to call him. He's part of the Halloween trio along with Snarrow, Ben Mummy, and then Frankenstrike. So those three we'll just knock out of the park like right away. Put them all in D tier. So that's those three. Upchuck is awesome. He can eat anything except human food, which kind of begs the question, if he can eat anything, why can't he eat human food? I looked it up on Fandom like a couple of years ago, but I forgot why. Anyway, he's going in S tier. Ditto, he can clone himself, and all the clones still feel pain, but they have to be close together when Ben times out, when the Omnitrix times out, so it's pretty cool. Put him in S tier. Eye Guy, he literally has eyes all over his body, so that's the only way he can see, and he makes like weird eye-related puns in Omniverse, so put him in B tier. Way Big, you already know we're putting this dude in S tier. He's a giant and can basically crush anything, and he was shown in the first Ben10 movie, Secret of the Omnitrix. So it's like a Giga Chad. If this tier was Giga Chad instead of S tier, that would be pretty sick. Eon, he's a bad dude. He's like one of those time travel guys, and he was first introduced in Ben10 Race Against Time. This is the version that Ben turns into as a human, all grown up, so we'll put him in B tier, just because he's pretty creepy. So next, we're gonna get into the Alien Force arc, the Alien Force series of Ben10. So if you want to, you can stop the video right here. Just look at where everyone is ranked so far. And yeah, we're moving on. Swamp Fire, he's just like Heat Blast, except he can regrow body parts, which I don't know if that's sick and wrong or what, but he's going in A tier. Echo, he can make clones of himself just like Ditto, but he has sound abilities, so we'll put him in A just because he's kind of a menace. Humongosaur, he's basically dinosaur and he can control his size, so it's pretty nice. It's like 4 arms but without the extra arms. Going in S tier. Jet Ray and Big Chill, we're gonna tackle those two because those are two of Ben's main flyers in Alien Force. Jet Ray can shoot lasers out of his tail and eyes. Big Chill can shoot ice out of his mouth and can become intangible. So Jet Ray will put in B tier and Big Chill goes in S tier. And then Chroma Stone, he can absorb energy. I don't really see how that's all useful, so he's gonna go in S tier. How many do we have left? Holy crap. We're just gonna skip Reboot and the ultimate forms for Ben's twin Albedo. Just because, well, I hate Reboot with like a deep-seated grudge. Just because it's so crappy. And then Albedo, well, it's kind of a whole story arc that you'd have to watch for yourself or look up on fandom. And so, yeah. And next is Brainstorm, which is pretty cool. It's like Alien Force's version of gray matter. And so he can shoot electricity out of his skull. It's pretty sick. So he's gonna go in A tier. Spider Monkey. It's like a freaking fighting machine. And his webs are pretty nice too, that he can shoot from his tail, obviously. Hence the term Spider Monkey. It's kind of funny. Anyway, he's gonna go in S tier. Goop can shapeshift, and he has an anti-gravity projector on top of his head to keep him from, sorry if this gets dark for a second, but keep him from dying. Because if he loses that, he's screwed. So he's still gonna go in S tier, but no, S tier. Alien X, he's OP. He can basically do things that anyone else can't. He can like change the world. He can even stop time. It's pretty sick. So I feel like if I didn't put him in S tier, I'd be committing a dangerous felony. Upchuck, basically Alien Force's version. Still gonna put him in S tier. Lodestar, he's magnetic, has magnetic powers, so he'll go in A. Nanomech, he can get small and shoot electricity, so I think we'll put him in B. Wrath, oh, I love Wrath. He's a beast. He always his species has anger problems, and so they always start what they're saying as, let me tell you something, and then they just smash everything around them. You'd have to look up a YouTube video of just like his best moments and just see what I'm talking about. So he's gonna go in S tier. Nope. S tier. And then that's the Alien Force arc. Alien Force series, and now it's Ultimate Alien, which if you saw my tier list for the Ben10 series, you know I don't like this one very much, so this is gonna kind of pain me to go through, but you know what? I'm doing it for you guys. Because if it wasn't for me putting these videos out month after month, I wouldn't have the community I do right now, small as it may be. So, anyway, Ultimate Humongousaur. He can shoot cannons out of his arms, which is pretty sick, and he has like a spiky tail. So, even though I don't really like the ultimate forms that much, this dude can go in S tier. Ultimate Swampfire. I don't know a lot about him because I haven't seen him in action too much. So we'll just put him in D tier. Water Hazard. Basically shoot water out of his arms. I know. You're probably thinking, cool gamer guy, what else can he do? That's pretty much it. Yeah. So he's kind of hard for me to decide on, but we'll just put him in B tier. Terraspin. He's basically a giant turtle that can go inside his shell and just hover and whack people by flying into them, or just like create wind by moving his arms around. So he'll go in C tier. Energy is basically radioactive. So if he takes off his helmet, or you take it off in front of yourself, you're basically cooked. Yeah. Sorry if I had to get dark, but it's basically true. You're gonna get cooked. So he's one of those that you need to keep in like the insane asylum. So he'll go in C tier. Armadillo. Basically, this dude creates earthquakes. Pretty much it, in like this yellow metal suit. So he'll go in B tier. Amphibian can create shocks just like electricity and fly around and zap people. So he'll go in A tier. Clockwork, I hate this dude. He can control time. That's pretty much it. He's not a good fighter. So D tier. Fast Track. He's the ultimate alien version of Accelerate, even though you see Accelerate in the theme song, but you know, I'm not the writer, so what was I even thinking? So let's go ahead and put him in S tier. Shock Squatch. This is Ultimate Aliens version. The Omniverse looks a lot better, even though it isn't on here. So you can just search that on fandom if you want. Just search like Shock Squatch. Yeah, he's a pretty sick dude. So we'll put him in A tier. Chameleon can turn himself intangible. That's pretty much it. So he's gonna go in D tier with these fools. Beetle, he can eat metal, I think metal and steel, and then he spits it back out as energy. Kind of cool. So we'll put him in S tier. And then Jury Rig, he can disassemble anything and make it into something new. And he's also psychotic. So he's gonna go in A tier because he's a good alien to have on your side. Ultimate Wild Mutt. If you remember earlier in the video, I said Wild Mutt doesn't talk, but apparently his ultimate version can. Who knew? Who freaking knew? So it's kind of cool. We'll put him in S tier. Next is Ultimate Cannibal. Unlike original Cannibal, his back is spiky. So we'll put him in A tier. And then Ultimate Way Big, pretty much the same as regular. He's also a beast. And so put him in S tier. Ultimate Echo. Yeah, a lot of these ultimate forms are pretty much the same as their normal counterparts. So for that one, Ultimate Big Chill and Ultimate Spider Monkey, we'll just put them all in B tier. So, and then next, that concludes Ultimate Alien. So you can check out the arc from here, how the list looks so far. So starting off finally with Omniverse is feedback. We'll just go through the electric aliens first. Feedback has an interesting backstory, but you'll have to Either watch the episodes or look it up on fandom to see it. Astrodactyl, it's not really electric per se, but he does have an electric whip. Or like 2 electric whips, I think, and he can also fly. So depends what you define as electric, but yeah. So we'll put those 2 in S tier. And then next, now that we got that out of the way, we'll do blocks, which is pretty cool. He can make himself into anything with the blocks on his body. So I'd say that's a pretty good, solid choice to have on the Omnitrix. S tier. And if you don't remember, the Omnitrix is what turns Ben into the aliens. So Gravitack is pretty big, and he also has gravity powers. He can turn himself into a planet, so I think that's pretty good to put him in B tier. Crash Hopper, he can only really jump super high, so I'm putting him in C tier. And then I think for Ball Weevil, he can literally spit out like green globs of goo and just like ride on them and destroy enemies. So we'll put him in B. These next ones, Walkatrout, Pesky Dust, Mustache, the worst. Those 4 kind of suck. Yeah, they're trash. So we'll put them in D tier. And then Kickenhawk, he was unlocked by one of Ben's many enemies in Omniverse. So we're going to put him in B tier because he's a pretty awesome hand-to-hand fighter. Topic, well, this dude's like Medusa, but worse. That's even possible. Let's just say you don't want to take off his helmet because you'll be scarred for life, and you probably won't want to look at anything ever again. So D tier. Bullfrag. He can use his tongue to grapple, attack enemies. It's a pretty good skill to have. We'll put him in C tier. Atomics. He can create energy orbs just from his hands. So I'd say it's pretty good to have in A tier. And then Gutrot, he can actually make different gases that can help people or make them go unconscious. So if you think about it, he's actually farting. It's pretty funny. So we'll put him in B tier, just because I'd like to fart with him. I think it'd be kind of funny. And then finally, we've got Vampire, which, dude, is pretty sick. He can hypnotize people, fly around, and he's also a bat, which means you can only use him at night. So we'll put him in D tier. So that's the list. So, and that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any Ben 10 related questions, as always, just ask me in the comments. See ya.